Oh yeah, we had Star Fox at home. That's right, we had Vortex. Actually, speaking about Vortex, Scrappy, take us past that box art. How about you take us to the GM reveal? Because we've got a GM to show off blasting us. Thank you so much for resubscribing. And you know what? This is objectively and kind of, I don't know, would this be my favorite GM? I feel like I'm obliged to say so. Because it's me, okay? You gotta love yourself. Love yourself. If you don't love yourself, who are you gonna love? What, Jesus? I don't know, love yourself instead. Come on. It is Sunday, so I might as well drop the good man's name. But yeah, I am here to share the wealth. And what wealth? The wealth of bad video games. This is a Kusogrand8 classic. Peachy-chan, thank you for resubscribing. But for sure, this is a classic. We have had it in Kusogrand8 many times before, and honestly, I'm a little bit shocked it got picked because it was the first game that I gave out today. No vetoes, and with the players that we have today, I expected at least like 3 or 4 vetoes, but nope. You know what franchise I love? Actually, we sort of had that franchise on a little bit yesterday with Simpsons skateboarding. Yeah, it was great. But this is one game that I did not play as a kid, whereas I played the other 2 games on the NES. I didn't play this one. It is Bartman meets Radioactive Man. The players are going to have 1 hour to try to make as much progress as they can through this game. Whoever does, of course, takes the victory. Whoever falls behind, though, will be eliminated. 4th place is going home. They're going to go and eat garbage. Kind of gross. But, you know, those are the stakes when it comes to Kusogrand8. Sometimes if you lose, you eat trash. Just like me, I'm a goblin. Yeah, the players, yeah, I'm honestly shocked this didn't get vetoed because, what, we've got someone, 3255, yeah, the legendary someone who somehow destroys every game and somehow knows every game. Didn't know this one. You never know when it comes to Kusogrand8. Sometimes there's just one of those little blind spots that players have. And honestly, this was a blind spot for me for a long time as well, until I actually gave it in Kusogrand8, that I'm like, wow, this is actually really, really bad. I'd say it's the worst of the NES trilogy, in my opinion. Okay, there are varying opinions that aren't mine, that are incorrect, and people are allowed to have those, but honestly, Bartman meets Radioactive Man is a rough time. Ash, thank you for subscribing, and again, I want to thank everybody who is supporting. Everything that you do helps me out considerably. Considering that this is my main gig, I do help out with an escape room as well. But right now, you know, we've got 1 event in October and 1 in November, and that's probably it for the rest of the year. So every little bit of help that you give definitely is appreciated. Many thanks, everybody. And if you don't want to subscribe, but you're like, I've got extra dough, you can send a tip through PayPal. I'm just percench@gmail.com. But you don't have to. It's not required. All that's required is for you to be here and to enjoy the trash that is coming your way. Now get out of here, Tailspin, and get in here, Bartman meets Radioactive Man. Let's get this audio up. Also, any GM who wants to come and commentate with me is certainly allowed to. I'm lonely. Just like Sergeant Pepper. Wait, I didn't even announce that we were starting the stream. Oh my gosh, let me get the announcement up on Twitter and Twitch and... No, I already put it on Twitch. On Twitter and Discord and Blue Sky. Those 3, those are pretty cool places. Oh, another thing, if you happen to, like, know somebody who needs software QA, a remote position, please let me know because my husband is looking for something. if it's not remote, we can also take a look at that, but that's not required. But yeah, this isn't great music. Okay. Okay, anyways, they're blah blah blah. These nerds are talking in a treehouse about Bartman. Bartman is just cosplay, okay? Okay, let me go and check with the players to see if they are ready, because I personally am. Although I need to do a tiny bit of recropping for someone 3255, just to make sure that I have everything looking right. Good, 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 good. I think I'm ready. Oh my gosh. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam. Okay, all of the players are ready to begin. So, please reset. Nah, okay. I think that we're ready to go. So, okay. Oh my gosh. No. Why am I why does Discord want me to put a sticker? I don't want to put a sticker. Okay, let's do the countdown. Let's do it. Best of luck to the players. And chat, I need you to spam all of your Bart Pigs, any other emotes that you may possibly have that relate to radiation or superheroes. Go ahead and spam those. As soon as I see movement, I will start our... Oh, there we go. And welcome to... I'm going to have to recrop anyways because this game is stupid. And here we are, Bartman meets Radioactive Man. Now, if you have played any of the Simpsons games on NES before, you're going to recognize a lot of the sound effects because, hey, they are the same ones from the other games. Who would have guessed? With that said, you know, if you've got something that works, go ahead and use it. It's fine. Yeah, and this match is going to be fairly straightforward. Honestly, it's just whoever manages to make the most progress through the stages will take the victory. Stage 1 is very straightforward. Stage 2 is pretty linear despite looking like it's a maze. It's really not a maze. It's just there to fool you, okay? But right now, we are going through the tire area here. There's not much tire fire. There needs to be more fire, okay? We've got tires, trash, piranhas, cogs, you know, everything that you expect to find in the junkyard. Lots of washing machines in the background, though. Oh, that's right. Do-do-do. I forgot about this music. Do-do-do. 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 Oh, yeah, I hope you all enjoy this mess. Fluffy Sugar, unfortunately, taking a death. Now, I want everybody to know that the players who make it first and second will be moving on to the bracket. Third place will possibly be entering the tiebreaker, and fourth place will be eliminated. So this is actually a pretty solid spread of differences that will happen to the players. I genuinely, like, this game has very little randomness. It's pretty straightforward to understand what you need to do. It just controls like trash. It looks like trash. It literally, you're set, it's in a dump. You're in a dump, okay? This is trash. You know, why not have a trash video game set in trash? All of the players making some pretty solid progress. Fluffy Sugar unfortunately falling down in the crusher. All you have to do is do a little tricky jumping to get out there. Yeah, every time that Fluffy Sugar falls and touches a part of the crushers, though, they hurt. Even if they don't have sharp edges, you know, you feel like if you fell on a pipe in a Simpsons game, like if you can stand on pipes, why do certain pipes hurt you? It's weird. It doesn't make sense. Luckily, Swirl Dreams finding out that there is health down at the bottom of one of those pits and is able to recover a little HP. Biggest thing, do not fall into one of those pits with 0 health. Fluffy Sugar taking the big jump into the abyss again. That is where Bart lives some of the days. Oh, Swirl Dreams, no! Oh, like the background is such a visual mess here. It's just really difficult to tell where the edge of that platform is, and it ends up causing people to die quite a bit. Now, occasionally you're going to see Bart shooting lasers out of his eyes. That's because the players have collected a power-up that lets you do that. Without that power-up, though, all you have is, I believe, it's either a very short melee or no attack at all. Not good. You want laser eyes. Come on. You learned that in X-Men. If you have the option for laser eyes, you get the laser eyes. Now, one thing that a lot of players haven't learned so far, and I'm watching to see, is how to run. If you've played one of the previous game or one of the other Simpsons games on the NES, you know that the jump button is also the run button. The manual, I believe, spells it out a little bit, but you have to hold the jump button in order to run. That makes it a little bit awkward, because who does that? Oh, yeah, this company does it, because, hey, as it turns out... Oh no, Squirrel Dreams got squished, no! You gotta get the jumping start. Oh yeah, it's just a punch. There we go, Swirl Dreams meleeing a pig. Junk pig? Probably a trash pig. Yeah, a pig that lives in the trash. Oh, all of these sound effects are just so good. Now, Fluffy Sugar getting through some of the tricky platforming. Yeah, the first half of the level, relatively simple. Second half, with the almost precision platforming going into the junkyard, it's very difficult. Someone 325 actually got through a trash compactor without taking any damage whatsoever. I don't know if that happens very often. It's so difficult with the momentum and the physics in this game. Like, honestly, very good skill. Someone is on to level 2, and here is where we're going to see a lot of the game. It's going to be here. I do enjoy that the texture in the sewer is so... Oh no! Okay, so let me go ahead and explain what happened to someone 325. So this game doesn't have fall damage. However, if you fall far enough that you scroll off screen and you fall faster than the camera, and because of that, you will die if you keep falling a significant amount. So do not fall fast, do not fall more than the screen will allow. Yes, if you free fall faster than the screen, you die. Someone 325 indeed did that. You need to use these crappy robot shocky elevator things because as evil as they are, they're basically required. Most of the time when you're playing this for the first time, you probably want to do this section a little bit slower than someone 325, but he's an expert at this game. He's been doing absolutely fantastic in Kusogrand8. No, not at this game. He's, at blind racing, someone is a legend here. So I'm not too surprised to see him kicking butt. Bam, bam. And Chad is correct. Bottomless pits only exist when you can't see them. I don't know if I would say that they're bottomless. They definitely have a bottom. It's just death only exists when you can't see it. If you can see death, then it only deals 1 hit point of damage, you know? Oh no, the bug touched Swirl Dreams, and then Swirl Dreams got chomped. Oh, I hate these trash grabby things. I don't even know. So yeah, Someone 325 is on a level that looks non-linear, but is actually pretty simple to follow. Just follow the way that the level is sort of somewhat intuitively designed. Oh, and Fluffy Sugar is our first player to get into what we call the Limbo Zone. The Limbo Zone is technically a zone where you can skip the rest of the level and go to the next level. However, you have to stay alive for a certain amount of time. You can collect 1-ups in there. There are plenty of items to get, so it's not a bad thing to go. And I think Fluffy Sugar did indeed collect a 1-up. However, actually surviving in order to get the warp, I've never seen anybody do it. Never. Now, you may be wondering what the story of the game is. Yeah, I'm sure everybody wants to know that. Okay, it is, as per the manual, let me go ahead and share with you. It is night in Springfield. No bowling balls thunder down the lanes at Barney's Bolorama. Nothing stirs on the city streets but the trucks carrying nuclear waste from the power plant. Everyone is fast asleep except Bart Simpson. With only the light of one small candle, Bart huddles in his treehouse, devouring the all-action adventures his favorite comic book mighty hero, Radioactive Man. That's not correct grammar. Devouring the all-action adventures his favorite comic book hero, Radioactive Man, should be of his favorite... Okay, whatever. I'll
Is that your
forgive them.
biggest problem here, bro?
Yes, they had a typo in the manual. Can you believe it?
I literally can't believe this. First of all, I can't believe there was a manual.
It's got the seal of quality. Of course there's a manual.
Is that how you get a seal of quality? I can't think of any other qualifications.
I think that's one of the requirements. First off, the game has to be theoretically completable, maybe. That's not always the case, but, you know, it should be. And then second, you gotta have a manual.
Do you need to have a game?
What?
I mean, if we just had a manual inside of a box, would that be enough? Does it mean if there's no game, it's completed? That's backwards property.
Not for the 80s. You had to have the manual.
Yeah, but you don't have to have the game. It's what I'm getting here.
Yeah, honestly, it would probably be better without the game. Just the manual, you're like, oh my gosh, this game could be so good. And you never have to find out, you just bought a box.
I'm just thinking of all those scams on PayPal where you're literally just buying the box of a console for $500. Or not PayPal, eBay. Same thing.
Oh no, do people do that?
Yes.
Well, that's stupid. Don't do that. Okay, everybody, if you're watching here, don't do that.
Don't scam people.
Don't scam people, yeah. I mean, that's probably my least controversial take of the day. Like, we're starting off very, very smooth.
Oh my goodness, what takes have I missed so far?
I talked a lot about trash. I don't know.
It seems germane to Kusogrand8.
I guess there was a take that I put on Blue Sky, but then I deleted because I was like, I don't want to argue with people. I'm too tired right now.
Yeah. I know that deal.
And I'm like, oh no, Swirl Dreams into the abyss.
That is I did not realize the level was this tall. My goodness. Just wait forever. So is Swirl Dreams a level ahead or a level behind everyone?
Swirl Dreams is currently behind everybody else. So someone is in first, Fluffy Sugar likely second, White Panther likely third, although White Panther may have passed Fluffy Sugar. Honestly, our referees are doing a good job keeping track, and I need to actually give them all a shout out because they are all freaking awesome. Let me go ahead and see who is especially helping during this. We've got Linkura meets Crappy. Oh no, is Crappy your hero, Linkura? Oh. We've got Toasty Fallstoke Boy. Ooh, okay. Mouse Eyes. Scary. Jerry Eris trapped in the limbo zone. Get out of there, Jerry. You only go to the limbo zone to die, okay? Don't believe what the Catholics tell you. And then we've also got Nakarashi, assistant to Dr. Crab. Well, good. 5 solid referees helping out today. And right now, they are keeping track of the stage, how much progress they have made, as well as the timestamp. In general, this game is pretty linear. The sewer section that White Panther, Someone, and Fluffy Sugar are all in gets a little bit confusing, but it's still pretty linear. At the same time, in general, I say the most progress wins, but if it can't be determined, then whoever made it to that section first is going to be the winner. Yeah, that's default rules. That's default Kusogrand8 rules, you know?
It does look like a game where you do furthest pixel fairly well. Though, I mean, I am completely lost in this giant green sewer that seems to stretch on forever. How long is this sewer?
Oh, don't fall. Don't fall to your death. You know, that should be common sense, but in video games, sometimes you have to tell people not to fall to their death.
I mean,
I don't like this music.
I mean, sometimes there's a bonus area down there. You got your Donkey Kong Country, especially Donkey Kong Country 1, where you just had to jump down every pit, because some of them had bonus games and you had no other way to tell how. So
I mean, usually there was like a single banana.
They got better about that in 2 and 3, but in 1, I think there were some that just had no hints.
I think there's still some secrets that, like, I know it wasn't too long ago that people uncovered some of the secret barrels, and I think that some people are still occasionally stumbling across some of them. There's just so much in Donkey Kong Country. In Bartman meets Radioactive Man, there's a little less. Specifically, there's a warp to the limbo zone, and the limbo zone is essentially survive a certain amount of time. If you do, you warp to the next level. If you don't, I believe you lose a life and you go back to the level you were already on.
I mean, that's kind of like what limbo is.
However, it does have extra lives and pickups, so I don't think it's a bad thing to at least try Limbo Zone a few times, and if it starts feeling like you're wasting time, then just don't Limbo.
Ooh, a tornado power-up. Does this do anything besides make you look cool? It doesn't seem to let you fly.
I mean, I'm not sure it even makes you look cool, but I mean, someone is spinning, that's for sure. Let me see what the manual says about tornadoes.
Oh god, please be more typos, please be more typos, please be more typos.
Okay, tornado instantly makes you invincible and turns you into a tornado, spin kicking through everything in your path. Okay? So you're invincible and you kill everything that you touch. So, I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think tornadoes can still die from falling, though. Like, that tends to be the case in video games. If there's death by falling, it doesn't matter if you're a tornado or not. You're dead.
Falling damage shouldn't exist.
Yeah, they should have used that in Twister. That would have saved so many towns.
Just turn off falling damage in a movie.
Turn on falling damage. Yeah, come on. Tornado's not going to survive that.
Tornadoes? Oh, if the tornado could die of falling damage in the movie.
Yeah. Come on.
I mean, how do we drop a tornado off a cliff in real life, though?
You know, ask the scientists. They could probably figure it out.
You could be my scientist today. Why aren't you my scientist?
Oh my gosh, I got a degree in the humanities, which means that my degree is useless. Come on.
But you also have a degree in math.
Yeah, I do have a minor in math. Okay. But Wolf, don't you have a, like, PhD in math?
Computer science, technically.
Fine, whatever. Well, that scares me. So
I can simulate a tornado falling off of a cliff, but I don't. But like, I need someone to
do
explain
that.
to me
Tell
what
us the
formulae
results.
are.
Does it die?
No, because it's not alive. It's not organic. It's just wind.
I mean, if it stops being a tornado, that's as close to death as a non-organic being can.
Look, we just have to remember what George R.R. Martin taught us. What is dead can never die. So a tornado is dead, so it can't die.
I don't think it was ever alive to begin with.
I mean, but it has an eye, and only living things have eyes.
I mean, I suppose that it's true that it has an eye, but so do potatoes. Are potatoes alive?
Yes.
Not after you cook them, they're not.
Well, yeah, then they're dead.
Needles? Do you think that needles are walking around being like, hey, how you doing? Do needles have culture? No.
Porcupines have needles. Porcupines 100% have culture.
Okay, but porcupine needles don't have eyes. Porcupine needles are blind.
Porcupines have eyes.
This is such an important conversation, just so y'all know. You know why we're talking about this? Because I have no idea how far the players are. I think Fluffy Sugar is onto a pretty good long stretch. I remember this hallway because there's a, lady in the window who shoots you in the face, which is pretty rude when you're a child. Don't let the lady do that.
Is it less rude when you're an adult?
Yes, by default. Any crime that you can commit against an adult is worse if you commit it against a child. So yes, don't shoot the child in the face. It's worse than shooting an adult in the face.
I'm glad we can lay out these penalties very clearly.
I'm not saying it's much better, but it's better.
So if I'm going to murder someone, it has to be an adult.
Yes.
I should start taking notes.
Yes, okay. I don't think this should be controversial. If you're going to commit murder...
And then when I get sent to limbo, I need to get enough points to get out again. Right?
Yeah. Well, you just have to not fall. That's the important thing. If you go to limbo, don't fall. I'm pretty sure, though, if you commit murder, that's not where you're going. You're not going to limbo. It's pretty, I'm not Catholic, but I'm pretty sure I know at least that stance of Catholicism.
I mean, you could wind up in limbo. I don't know. It depends. Did you have a good reason for murdering them?
I mean...
Did you seek forgiveness? Because if you seek forgiveness, if you genuinely seek forgiveness, you can get away with a lot.
I honestly think that there are a lot of people who have been in complicated situations, and I feel like after a certain amount of time, if people have done their best to try to change their lives, I personally don't want to judge them. It's a little bit weird. I do think that there are some people, I don't ask, but I think there are some people in my life who have done some pretty terrible things, but, years and years ago, and have become extremely changed people who are fantastic now. And I think that it's a little bit complicated. And I don't think that everybody necessarily needs to feel that way, But for me, I value the change that people go through, even if it's something that, would be would be extremely difficult for other people to ever actually accept and deal with. With that said, I did live with a felon who I think only stole stuff, but he was kind of a jerk, okay? He wasn't stealing anymore, but he was drunk all the time. Yeah, I've got stories from that.
Drunk all the time, say no more.
Yeah. But he changed as well after I lived with him. He became even better after that, so I'm happy. And no reoffense. That's even better.
Good.
Yeah. Oh no, somebody in chat said everyone has skeletons of some sort. Wolf, I've got a skeleton.
I've got so many bones in my skeleton.
Oh yeah, I actually named my skeleton. Did you know that?
Did you name it Prosentia?
No, I named it Skeleton. Skeleton the Skeleton.
I can't say I've ever named it Skeleton. It's just sort of sitting here in a chair.
Okay, other things that people are pointing out in chat about skeletons are kind of grossing me out, so I don't want to think about this anymore. Someone said that my skeleton is moist, and that's true, and I hate it. I don't want to think of my skeleton that way. Can we just...
Is your skeleton moist, or is there just a lot of water around your skeleton?
I mean, I think that makes it moist. I think that's... I don't know.
I mean, moist would make me think that like the water is seeping into the bones, but like, I don't know.
I mean, you've got bone marrow. That's like skelly juice. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, okay. So bone marrow makes your bones moist.
I mean, I think by definition... Then again, is bone marrow liquid? I believe it is, right?
I don't know.
I don't really know. I haven't researched bone marrow that much or looked it up on Wikipedia that much. So I don't know. I just know that it's in my bones.
BB728 asks, are my bones succulent? I want to believe my bones are succulent. I want to believe that if someone kills me and tries to eat me, that they'll enjoy the meal at the very least.
Oh my gosh. Wolf, I have a friend who told me, hey, this might sound weird, but if I ever get in an accident and like lose my arm, but manage to keep my arm, would you be okay if I cooked it and had you over? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I would be. I mean,
they're just inviting you to a party. They didn't say you had to eat it.
Well, they asked if I would, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't. That's a step too far.
I mean, I can tell you that you shouldn't. I'm pretty sure eating human flesh is bad for you. But no, that's for the brain, right?
Yeah, that's the brain. Don't eat the brain. But at the same time, I'm not gonna eat my friend's arm. I'm sorry, it's weird. I don't even care if, like, you know, there's no hope of reattaching. And they're like, yeah, go for it. I don't care, I'm not going to.
Who is they in this sentence who's giving permission to just go for it?
I've got weird friends, Wolf, okay? So, back to the game at hand. Hey, guess what? We're all on level 2. Okay, let's talk about something else now.
Okay, so what are the eyes in this corner of the screen?
What corner? Eyes.
Left.
That is a power-up. That allows you to shoot lasers out of your eyes. I believe that it is a collectible... Let's see... Not the radiation symbol. That radiation symbol heals you.
What's the exclamation point do?
The exclamation point, if you get 20 of them, you get an extra life.
Oh, that's useful.
Yeah, so pay attention to exclamation points. It's actually worth collecting. Now, in Kusogrand8, it's different from doing a normal speedrun, because in normal speedruns, you generally will be skipping most of the pickups, but in Kusogrand8, especially when games have limited or no continues, you want to be careful. You do not want to run out and go back to the beginning. Getting extra lives is actually extremely valuable. That's something that I've seen in games like Rocky and Bullwinkle for Super Nintendo. Getting the extra lives makes a huge difference. Yeah. So I'm trying to see, there's a lightning bolt that you can power up, and it says that it gives you 20 laser bolts. But it says eyes in the game. I think the eyes come when you get the laser bolt.
We just gave these players a bunch of potatoes that had eyes. They'd be able to shoot laser beams? That's what I'm getting here.
No, if you gave them
tying it all together,
lightning, they'd be able to have eyes.
Is that how eyes evolve? We just get shot by lightning, and then poof, we have eyes.
I mean, how did life begin? I don't know. Probably had to do with lasers.
I believe most theories have it to do with lightning.
Yeah, like, honestly, lightning makes sense. So that's how you get eyes, from lightning bolts.
Oh, hey, squirrel's cold. What's cold do?
Cold is cold breath. When you collect it, you get 5 cold breaths. Apparently, all the manual says it gives you 5 cold breaths.
So, like minty freshness?
Yeah, basically you're eating some wintergreen gum. Bum? No. Oh my gosh. I can't even get the right words out of my mouth.
I know that feeling.
Don't eat wintergreen bum, okay? My professional opinion there.
Or I don't want to eat any kind of bum.
Well, okay. To each his own, I guess.
Can I eat buns instead?
You can eat buns, yeah. Any type of bun. Like, there's some sweet buns, there are hamburger buns. Ooh, any of the, like, Japanese buns. Delicious.
Ooh, actually, I have not had, like, a good metal bun in so... Or the, like... What are they? What's the word for the Chinese meat buns? It's just meat buns, but I don't know what word I was thinking of besides meat buns. They're so good.
Bao?
Bao, that's the word, thank you.
I love bao. They're so good. By the way, I hope everybody loves this game. Yeah. This is the level that most people spend the vast majority of their gameplay in when it comes to Kusogrand8. But I expect us to see level 3 and possibly even a boss before the end of the match. Like, we've got strong players here. Someone325 definitely rocks Kusogrand8. But all of them have about 25 points, if I am not mistaken. It's either 25 or 24.
So that means we're eliminating one player today?
One player is getting eliminated, correct. The other player is moving on either to the bracket or possibly the tiebreaker if it happens. Of course, if there is no tiebreaker, then technically they're eliminated, but you never really know until all of the matches have played out how the points have gone. If we do not have 32 people who have 30 or more points, then it means that the tiebreaker will happen. And of course, I've enjoyed the tiebreakers that we've had so far. They're a little bit different. They're shorter, and it's a single attempt. Usually, well, historically, we've had, like, arcade games. They've been a lot of fun. We had Batman, where Batman jumped in the vat.
It's such an important part of his comic book journey. I don't know why they just keep not putting it in the movies.
By the way, I love that Swirl Dreams fell to his death, but I saw that the platform spawned where Swirl Dreams was. It's just, I think it spawned after Swirl Dream's feet were already past it. And because that, you can't land on a platform when your feet are below it.
So like it just hadn't spawned into place because of what, sprite limits or
scrolling.
Oh, scroll. Oh,
yeah, so Swirl Dream's feet were slightly under the bottom of the screen when the platform spawned. Yeah, the platforms do not spawn before, they at least have no collision before they are on the screen.
That is generally the way of sprites.
Dang sprites.
That sucks.
Hey, it's Bartman meets Radioactive, man. Of course it sucks. Speaking of that, like, who made this game? What company decided to put this nightmare out? A lot of you will probably recognize a lot of the sound effects. I mean, the other Simpsons games have them, but some of the sound effects are also in Barbie for NES.
So this game is made by Mattel?
I believe High Tech Expressions. Let me check just to make sure. Imagineering, there we go. Yeah, Imagineering. They did Barbie, NES. They did a lot of the Simpsons games. Apparently, David Crane's Amazing Tennis.
Was that a level clear, or is this something else?
That was a level clear. Someone 325 is onto the auto-scroller portion. Very nice, where you get to punch things, or if you collect a power-up during this flight, you can actually shoot them.
Oh, default, you have to punch things in this isn't the... Why? Why not just give you infinite ammo?
Well, there's ammo to collect. You just have to get it. There we go. Someone has a lot of cold now.
I feel that, having a lot of cold.
Oh, and Fluffy Sugar is moving on too. We've got 2 players onto the auto-scroller. Where was the end of the last stage? I don't know. But they made
game over from White Panther?
White Panther did get a game over. Yes, this game is punishing, but if you remember how to do the first level, it does not take too long to get back to the sewers. Yeah, it's a setback, but not the worst setback that you could possibly have in a game.
You must have a lot of lives if this is like the first game overs we're seeing in 30 minutes, because they've been dying a lot.
A decent number of lives, yeah. It feels like you're going to be able to go on forever. I think that there are continues in the game as well, but they're limited. So, yeah, it honestly feels very bad to go back to the beginning of the game, but if you manage to just keep in mind, okay, this is a chance for me to get my bearings, maybe get some collectibles as I'm going through the earlier levels, if I can get extra health or extra 1-ups on level 1, then great, it'll set me up for the sewers even better.
Also, these I-beams do not have an acceptable range. Like, they go like 1 body length.
Well, this is before lasers were really perfected, you know?
I think they could go more than 1 body length before diffusing. Even in the 80s/early 90s, whenever this game came out.
Fine, you're probably right, but yeah, actually, it's stupid. The practical reason is that when you collect the eyes power-up, it gives you more ammo than the cold power-up does, and because of that, they made it a little bit weaker. At least that would be my assumption.
That looks like what they did, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, that makes sense.
More ammo for a weaker weapon.
Oh, okay. So they do eventually...
The bats are pooping! Avoid the bat poop! Oh my gosh, the bats. They're gonna get you. They're trying.
Really hoping someone would get that extra health because they're on 1. So is Fluffy, but Fluffy's earlier in the level. Someone's been here for a long time.
Yeah, someone is getting pretty close to the end. I don't believe you actually have to kill the bats, but it almost feels like you do just based off of how long this section goes.
That's the second one we've seen just eventually.
There we go, they left. Oh, Fluffy Sugar dealing with bat poop again. Watch out! It's got diseases! I mean, you are a superhero, but you can't beat the common cold. okay?
Is this the end of the auto-scroller? You're just trying to, like, make a path up top?
Oh, welcome to my nightmares. Yeah, as it turns out, what you're doing is whenever you see poop drop, you need to shoot it with a cold beam in order to create a platform in the air. However, the platforms that you create will fall, so you need to make sure that you get...
Wait, how high do you need to go?
We're going to be here for a while.
No. Why?
Yeah, unless someone gets really good at this. This part is a nightmare. Like, unironically, it's very, very bad.
Oh my god, why?
Yeah, welcome to Kusogrand8, everybody. We're literally shooting poop to use as platforms.
Like, I thought this was gonna be
there's
just
the
like...
boss. Wow, okay, very good job. Like, someone already making a decent amount of progress here. Oh, never mind, back to the bottom.
Well, at least didn't die, but it's still at 1 HP. Oh my god, this is... If he dies, does he go back to the start of the level?
I don't believe you have to do the auto-scroller again.
Oh, thank god.
Just the fact that poop is a mechanic in multiple areas of this game.
Okay, I like the dive bomb sound effect we're hearing on Fluffy Sugar's screen. It's kind of cute.
Yeah, like, for bats pooping on you, probably the cutest way that you can do it. Okay, and Fluffy Sugar gonna be getting to the climb in just a little bit as well. We're back to the normal stage 1 music here. Very nice, I guess.
Well, I haven't gotten to hear that yet. I like this stage 1 music. Definitely the best we've heard so far.
Well, yeah, there's a reason it was on stage 1, because that's what most people are going to hear before they turn the game off. Swirl Dreams, by the way, also got a full game over and went to the beginning of the game. Honestly, between White Panther and Swirl Dreams, one of them will probably get eliminated from Kusogrand8. It really is going to depend on how they do once they get back to the sewers. As long as Swirl Dreams is not starting to get tilted here, he may be able to make some solid progress there. All of the players here are pretty good, though, so I would assume that they make a decent amount of progress trying to get back into this.
I mean, I'd absolutely be tilted at this point if I were in or either of their any of the players' shoes. Really, this game looks miserable.
I mean, yeah, this game, as it turns out, is not good, but I kind of love it. Like this. Honestly,
if you had infinite ammo for this section, this would be at least a little reasonable. But the ammo being so limited is just, ugh. Yeah, it doesn't even spawn more ammo until you're almost out either, so you can't just, like,
I think you have to be completely out. Okay, Fluffy Sugar is up to the boss and is hitting the boss. However, actually killing the boss is another story.
I think he's got a loop. Or, yeah. Oh, never mind. Came up top.
Yeah, this fight is going to go on for a while, and you will probably understand why in a little bit. It looks like Fluffy Sugar and someone 3255 are up there. By the way, for the sake of referees, do not count hits dealt to the boss. They do not matter as far as I'm aware.
What?
Yeah.
Please explain.
I might be incorrect, but I believe that you have to actually deal melee and knock the boss off the left or the right side of the screen, as Fluffy Sugar did right there. Very nice. Yeah, so every time that you hit the boss and it flashes and looks like you're dealing damage, you're not.
So someone is just... Oh goodness, I hope someone realizes the need to change the strategy pretty soon. That is just so rude. Like, if they just don't give you ammo here, you'd figure that out. But they keep giving you ammo, so you... Oh my god. Why? Game. Bad game.
Yeah, this is a bad game. I mean, this is honestly one of the worst games that this company made, in my opinion. It's,
I mean, that's saying something.
I mean, you've got Ghostbusters 2 for NES, which is bad, but I think I prefer it. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, bad, but actually completable.
Better than this.
Bart vs. the Space Mutants, I actually think has more charm than this.
Okay, someone finally punched. Wow.
There we go! Let's see if any of them are complaining about this game in chat. Nope, they are just focused on trying to beat this game.
Chapter 2.
Home Alone 2 for
chapters
Super
are there?
Nintendo, definitely better than this. Rocky and Bullwinkle, okay, now we're starting to get into sketchy territory here. Barbie Game Girl, better than this. Ghoul School, definitely better than this, although that game is a nightmare to actually try and play. Swamp Thing. Now, that's a game that we've had in Kusogrand8 before, and it's one of the games where the person who won the match won by 1 pixel. Yeah, there was specifically a jump that 2 players tried to make. Actually, I think the only reason that the person won is because they jumped and the other player didn't. And because of that, the sprite changed in a way that it was 1 pixel ahead of the other player.
Oh my god.
Yeah, both of them died to the same pit. Yeah, I honestly don't know how to get past that section. Both of them got a full game over at the exact same spot, so I don't know. Fluffy Sugar, though, is doing much better than I would have expected. I don't think I've ever seen this far into the game.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
I've definitely never played this far into the game.
I mean, it looks like we've become microscopic and are exploring a bunch of cheese puffs. I mean, I don't know if that's what's actually happening, but that's what my theory is going to be, is that we're exploring cheese puffs.
Why does Fluffy Sugar keep warping back?
Oh my god, this is a maze. This is a freaking door maze.
This is so stupid.
Oh my. Nope, you
There we go. Okay, Fluffy Sugar found the end that did not have the exclamation point, and now it's giant enemy crab. Oh no. Well, I think we know what you need to do. It's to swim past the crab.
Are you sure we don't need to attack its base point?
I have no idea. I mean, I saw Fluffy try to shoot the eye, but it didn't do anything.
Honestly, this is a cool idea for an enemy in the area. I like the idea.
Yeah, it's
just, oh my god, this is so many things to dodge.
This is, how is the swimming level the best level in the game so far? That's when you know it's a bad game.
You can't die from fall damage if you can fly.
Oh no, the crab got Fluffy!
Oh, was that a one-shot?
It's a one-hit KO. Oh my gosh.
Oh no, at least you get to restart right at the beginning of this section.
Okay, do not let the crab get you. That is death. Okay,
like
someone 325 trying to figure out this maze as well. There's only one correct path.
Take up a lot of time. Yeah, because
as much as like I'm loving this, I'm paying a lot of attention to Fluffy Sugar, but really the two who matter the most are Swirl Dreams and White Panther, because they are in 3rd and 4th place. One of them could very well come in last and be eliminated, and will be eliminated, unless there is some weird, impossible to track thing that happens, which you never know when it comes to Kusogrand8, though, Wolf. I mean, it's not like we've ever had anything bin before.
I mean, I'm really hoping that we don't have another boss that just like can't damage normally. Gotta find.
Oh no! Oh, get out of the light.
So I assume you avoid the spotlight. This feels like a stealth mission underwater.
By the way,
which is not something I've ever seen in a game before.
I think Yeah, not only is it stealth,
you have to
but
follow the light?
you can
Oh my
only
God,
see the
it's escort
pathway
mission.
when the light is over it. So, in
It's
What?
an escort mission where the escort is trying to kill you.
this is actually a good mechanic. What the crap?
Is it?
Well, I mean,
If
it's
the
got
light
potential
couldn't-
because
if the
you
light
can
couldn't-
only see the pathway when the dangerous thing is over it. So, you know, you have to figure out how to bait it in a way that allows you to see where to go. I like this idea.
It's interesting, but like,
Maybe the execution could be better, but this is fascinating. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this
it looks
before.
like it literally just bounces off of the walls and the sides of the screen.
Yeah, it's basically a screensaver cursor. Yeah.
Oh God, I hate this so much.
I like it though. You know,
It's an interesting idea. I think the light needs to be bigger for starters.
Yes.
This is not enough vision.
and also square shaped is a little bit weird. Oh, someone is there as well. Lots of progress here. Between first and second, we've got a true race going on. Between third and fourth as well. Like, it really is going to depend. Can Swirl Dreams or White Panther get out of the sewer?
Yeah, and I assume both first and second will be into the bracket stage pretty cleanly, and it's just going to be third that might have to go on the tiebreakers.
Yeah, I think so. By the way, if you have enjoyed all of the tunes for this game, you can thank Mark Van Heck.
Is that his actual name?
Yes, he worked on
That's
other soundtracks like The Ren and Stimpy Show, Buckaroos. We've got Jeopardy for Sega CD, Wheel of Fortune for Sega CD. How about Toys for Genesis? Oh no, and Super Nintendo. Swamp Thing. Yeah, pretty much everything in this is really bad. If oh my
The
gosh.
music is solid. I've kind of enjoyed it. Wish there were more songs, but that's kind of what happens when you're stuck on really impossible levels.
I would say that there's much better NES music, but
I mean, sure, Tim Fallon is a person who exists. We're not beating Tim Fallon.
okay, there we
You
go.
love-
Fluffy
both
Sugar
of them
is
on
out. Both of them have gotten out of there. I believe that this is a new area, but when it comes
I'm calling this area Crabs 2, because I don't know what else to call it.
Crab 2, okay.
Yeah, so I guess there's not like a fixed level count, assuming these are separate. I should be interpreting these as all separate levels.
Okay, let me see. There's the seabed, the crab walk, the inner wall, and then more crab walk. So, yes, and
the
it
purple
looks like
zone.
we are out of the crab walk. No more Dr. Crab. We're into the boiler room for someone. Someone has moved into the
This is a
lead
boiler?
here. I have
Why is
never
the
seen
boiler
this.
room purple?
Why is the boiler room after the crab walk? Oh no, the poor crabs.
I mean, maybe the boiler is underwater. Nope, we're...
Escaping this
What just
mechanical
came out
maze
of-
requires navigating miniature platforms, master-sized waterfalls, and one really mean creature. The towers of conveyor belts will help you get around, or help get you around, but while enjoying the ride, watch out for the on-off platforms that control the steam vents.
Oh, that's what someone just died to. Okay.
Oh no! Someone jumped on the off platform, but unfortunately it fell and someone died because of how the camera scrolls in this game. Dying to cameras,
This
that
game-
is certainly a thing that happens.
I mean, I like fall damage being defined by your native height rather than just having a death plane. I'm fine with that. It's just, oh my god, this is...
It's inconsistent in this game, and that's what's really a pain in the butt. Like, because the camera didn't try to scroll back down, which meant that there was no hope of recuperating, unlike in the sewers where the camera will follow you wherever you go.
That's a good... Yeah, no, it would be nice to be more consistent, yeah.
White Panther is fighting a dude in the sewer. Good.
Oh,
I mean,
okay, so you
it's
can
not
ride
Ralph
the
Wiggum,
backside
but why is White Panther trying to climb here? I don't...
I mean, I am just fascinated by someone. I didn't see what they were trying to do.
Yeah, but Fluffy Sugar is in the same area as well. I mean, it's extremely close between the two. Fluffy Sugar taking a hit from the steam.
If you could just, like, ace that giant jump, that's probably... Oh, back to the start. Wow.
Oh, no. Oh, that is rude. Okay.
This level was big.
This level's dumb.
Yeah, and Fluffy has not figured out the on-off switch yet.
Yeah, you gotta jump on them before you get hurt. With that said, I think most people would die a couple times the first time that they get here. Like, someone, how did you save that? Oh my gosh.
Like, it's not even obvious if there's switches. Like, maybe there's a sound. I guess there's a sound effect?
I mean, they do say on-off, but...
Do they? Oh, I guess they do. Yeah, sorry, it's a little tiny on my screen.
That's fine.
And I did not notice that it actually said on-off. That makes it a lot easier to tell. Oh, you have to get enough momentum on them. They don't just... Oh, you have to jump from high enough that they actually turn off.
I think so, yeah.
Oh my God.
It reminds me a little bit of Barbie NES, where for the final boss, all you have to do is get the quarters spinning by jumping on them, and you have to get enough height in order to actually get the quarters spinning at the right speed. Why are you fighting a jukebox as the final boss in Barbie? What else are you gonna fight? You're not gonna actually... Capitalism? Yeah, maybe if it's based off of the Barbie movie, but... By the way, have you seen the Barbie movie?
I have.
Okay.
I'm not the biggest fan of it. It feels empty, right? It feels like it's not really exploring its characters or its premise in a way that I would find interesting. That is a level.
Oh, there's a big crab. It's the crab boy. You know what?
Those pincers are tiny.
I sort of agree with you. I feel like the movie is better than Barbie deserved. But I also feel like there are a few too many plot lines to follow. But I still really enjoyed the movie. But that still comes with complaints.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, sort of the moral of the story is that,
someone, that is a game over.
Oh no. Well, it looked like those were real hits on the boss, and that you just like had to hit it one more time, maybe to break that wall on the side. It was a really cool boss.
Well, more importantly, Swirl Dreams and White Panther are onto the exact same section of the auto-scroller, which means that, my gosh.
Oh my god, Fluffy is flying.
Is going to be super tight between them. Yeah,
okay, so
in a lot of the
route, that's really cool. I don't think he's going to make it high enough.
In a lot of the Simpsons games for NES, you can get different power-ups to let you fly. Usually it turns you into Bartman, but this whole game you're Bartman.
He could see the exit and then he died. Oh, that was so mean of the game.
This is so sad. That's okay. Someone is playing Monopoly instead.
I respect it.
Oh my gosh, Monopoly is going to be on Big Bad Game-a-thon, everybody.
Computer, all computer. Make computers fight.
Yeah, I hope everybody is excited for Big Bad Game-a-thon. The Monopoly run is hilarious. You gotta watch it.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, Dowolf, were you one of the reviewers for BBG?
I am not.
You're not? Okay. You gotta watch the Monopoly run, okay? Every run that I approved is, you gotta watch this run. I approved a lot of runs.
Okay, well, I'll watch Monopoly run. You need to watch Spinny Post Scroll, aka Photo Scroll Post Me.
Yeah, you're running that for BBG, and it's gonna be a lot of fun.
And the game is The game is incredible and I love it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how it comes across. Fluffy Sugar is on to the boss fight. Let's see if Fluffy Sugar can get some hits here.
There's a baby crab you gotta dodge too on the ground.
It says hit him right on his head and keep at him no matter where he goes. But keep a mighty eye out for his villain's evil assistant. He may be small, but his bite is lethal. Don't let the crab bite you.
This manual is so useful. Yeah, Fluffy is just not figuring out how to attack. Not going for that uppercut move we saw someone use at all.
At least you come back here. Like, Fluffy Sugar is using the uppercut, but, like, how do you actually hit him? Do you have to hit him while he's coming down?
You have to hit him on the dive. You punch him out of the dive, which is... I mean, I love this boss. I unironically love this boss. It's so cool. Such a cool design.
It's honestly pretty cool. Like, there's a lot of risk that comes every time that he pounces on you. Swirl Dreams of White Panther are onto the poop bats. Oh my gosh. Can they do this? Who is going to get through this and get to the boss?
30 left. This is so close. I was not paying enough attention to the bottom
Fluffy Sugar is game over. And because of that, I think... because there is no health bar, if there was no visual indication for how much the boss was hit, it's probably...
There were cracks on the side wall that appeared every time you got a hit, so someone got multiple hits and multiple cracks on that side wall. So I think that was progress from someone 325.
Yes, of course our referees will write things down.
Almost
both of the players are on to the climb. If either of them can make vertical progress with the poop climb, that will be enough.
That's how we're going to measure this, because it was within a second.
It all comes down to poop.
Oh my goodness. This is too close.
This is so stupid.
Technically, White Panther got, like, a foot off the ground.
Okay.
I don't think Swirl Dreams has made any vertical progress.
Oh, Swirl Dream's getting up a little bit.
20 seconds?
20 seconds left? Is this how we're gonna end? Oh my gosh. Swirl Dreams might get onto the branch.
They're the same height. They're the same friggin' height. Will either of them make it? I think Swirl Dreams is technically higher right now. Oh my god. What is this ending?
Oh, that was time. What the crap? What the crap? I got so distracted that I didn't even stop the timer. That is time,
I always try to distract you, and this time I couldn't because the game distracted you harder.
Well, that is really going to be a decision for the refs. Honestly, jumping as high up as possible may count. It's possibly the highest platform that they got. They're probably going to share screenshots, is what I imagine the refs are going to have to do in order to decide who
looking
wins.
At it live, I think Swirl Dreams got slightly higher, but my goodness, that might be the closest match I've commentated on. I don't think I've seen a pixel perfect finish before.
That is so cool. Well, with that said, someone at 325 is our victor for sure, with Fluffy Sugar in second. Both of them safe. Both of them appear to be moving on in Kusogrand8 and likely, I believe, both of them into the tournament, into the bracket. However, between Swirl Dreams and White Panther, we may need a review. But with that said, someone, I don't believe you don't have a mic, right? If not, Fluffy Sugar, join voice. Okay, I'm welcoming them both if they want, because we actually have someone here. Oh my gosh, someone and Fluffy Sugar. Hello, welcome, and congratulations. You both are on to the bracket, from what we gather, someone managing to deal some hits on Crab Boss and Fluffy Sugar, managing to get to Crab Boss. I don't think you actually hit him, but
I could not figure out how to hit him.
Oh, yeah. Someone, did you crack the code there?
Yeah, you had to like uppercut him while he's falling down, but it's really jank and it got hit anyways.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. So this
The
game...
moveset suddenly changed. I couldn't tell if it was an uppercut. And I tried, but I got hit.
Yeah, the manual does say to hit him on his head no matter where he goes. It's not the most helpful information, but at least it knows, or it points out that, yes, you are supposed to hit him.
Yeah, it looked like an uppercut, but that fist is so tiny. Just, it doesn't even go past Bart's head.
I should have continued reading, then. Might have helped.
What does it matter? You're both in. You did it.
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah, that's a note for the future. Like, the manual actually had some stuff that was helpful, but it didn't matter in this case because you both scored enough to make it into the bracket. And, you should be happy about that. This was incredibly close between you two, and then between third and fourth, we're measuring by pixels in this case.
Ford just posted in the chat that Swirl claimed third place.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is the word.
Let me share this screenshot here. Okay. This is based off of the highest platform that they were able to stand on from what I am seeing. Absolutely close. So what do you think of this game, Bartman meets Radioactive Man?
What are you sharing the screenshot? I don't see it.
I'm going to put it on the stream in just a second.
Gotcha.
Give me a second. I got to do this. Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
It's interesting how it combines mechanics.
Yeah, interesting is a good word for it.
Execution may be not perfect, but the fact that it is a side scroller, a beat 'em up, a flying sim, that's not the right word.
A water level.
It has that water level, yeah.
Side scroller shooter.
Oh yeah. Like I think that the game has a lot of potential.
The platforming in the sewers made me want to give up. That's
my only big complaint. The sewer is objectively a very, very bad level.
You both were stuck in there for so long, and the second you escaped it, you just both were off to the races. And so were White and Swirl. It just took them longer to get out of there.
Yeah, so I am sharing the screenshot right now on the stream for Swirl and White, and it's about one Bartman difference. Swirl managed to get one Bartman higher than White. I mean, it's always sad to see people eliminated because of how close this is, but it's also extremely exciting. It came down to who shot the poop. Shooting poop to make platforms is certainly a mechanic in this game. Why? I don't know, but it is. So...
That was optimistic, and that was an acorn or something.
I'm pretty sure it's poop.
There were acorns. That's what we'll tell people that we didn't. Let
me check the manual. The manual has very helpful information, as we already established here. Okay, Swamp Hag's hideaway. From high in the trees, the Swamp Hag will bombard the Batman with lethal balls of swamp fungi. Fine, okay, it's swamp fungi. But the bats pooped on you at least, like, for sure, right?
No, I'm pretty sure those are missiles.
Oh, it says they're mini mines. Whatever, I don't care.
Mini mines, missiles, it depends on the breed of bat.
I mean, I love the sound effect of just the whooshing, falling bomb sound effect that they had for it.
Yeah, have either of you played the other NES Simpsons games?
I've only played the arcade one.
Okay.
That was like every arcade.
Yeah, what about you, someone?
I don't think I did, and if I did, I forgot about it.
Yeah, what? We have two people who have not played any of the NES Simpsons games? That is amazing.
Wait, I think there was a Simpsons like Road Rage game.
That's not
Which I have played.
NES though. That's
No,
like
maybe not.
PS2.
Have you at least played some of the Game Boy ones, like Treehouse of Horror?
I have not, no.
No.
That's fine.
Oh, wow.
It doesn't have to be necessarily the thing that you really want to play. I mean, they're all bad. I would say that this is probably the worst out of them, in my opinion, but at the same time, it tries some things that I've never seen in a Simpsons game, or honestly in very few games. Like the swimming section where you had the thing that shoots you, but at the same time you're required to use it and follow it a little bit because it shows you where the pathway is. Like that, the execution could have been better, but it was actually a pretty good idea. I liked it. And for NES, I had never seen anything like that before. But yeah, like I'm glad that this game actually had some ambition here. Yeah, good? No. But
Yeah.
memorable. Yeah, with that said,
Interesting.
congrats again to both of you. I want to ask someone, what are you doing these days? Are you streaming much? Do you have anything going on that we should know about?
Just playing more Link to the Past. The main tournament's going on now. Link to the
Yeah.
Past randomizer.
It is a randomizer tournament. How far into it are you?
We're just doing qualifiers right now.
Aha. Sweet. Well, good luck with that. Keep kicking butt. What about you, Fluffy Sugar?
Not streaming, just playing games for fun.
You know what? Sometimes games can be just for fun. I gotta be honest.
I've never experienced this in my life.
Had I known there was a Link to the Past randomizer tournament, I might have taken part, so I will keep a lookout on that next time.
Yeah. I mean, there are always tournaments going on, and honestly, people watching or either of you, if there are things that signups are coming up, or if there are matches that you're involved in, let me know. I like to share what's going on. Where's the Link to the Past tournament streamed?
Usually it's like Speed Gaming, or I think they have their own Zelda speedrun streams. I forget.
Okay, you can let us
You
know
can probably just go
later.
to the category and find it.
Okay, yeah, feel free to share with us later on, because that, like, I love to be able to share what community members are doing, and I want to be able to help you all grow and support your own things, you know? Yeah. Well, I think that's pretty much all that I have. Thank you both for playing. Doe Wolf, thank you for the commentary. I hope that you had fun,
pleasure.
because I certainly did.
Yeah, it was my pleasure. This was a blast.
All right, all of you take care. Have a great rest of your Sunday.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Well, everybody, this is Kusogrand8, the Bad Video Game Tournament. And yeah, for those who are wondering, again, the tiebreaker between Swirl and White Panther is this, with Swirl winning. White Panther, unfortunately, eliminated from Kusogrand8, but by one Bartman. But, oh my gosh, if there is a way to go out of a tournament, this is the way. Like, seriously, you did fantastic. Well, I need to do a little prep work in order to get ready for match number 2, so hold on to your butts. We're running an ad, and I will be right back. What the crap is this mute? Oh, Quest 64, my god.